Have you ever stopped to think about why English is just everywhere? It's in the movies we watch, the music we love, and the technology we use every single day. Well, there's an incredible story behind it. In this explainer, we're going to unpack how one language became so essential and what it really means for you. So let's just jump right in with the big question. How on earth did a language from a pretty small island end up becoming this massive global phenomenon? Spoken or learned by billions of people? It's not a simple answer, but it's an amazing story about history, power, and our need to connect. You see, the story of English taking over the world doesn't really start with words, funnily enough. It starts with ships, with trade, with empires, and huge world events. Its rise is completely tied to the currents of history and globalization over the past few hundred years. This timeline really shows you the pattern, right? First, the British Empire spread the language far and wide. But then, after World War II, America's influence just supercharged everything. It was like a 1-2 punch. First military and political power, then economic and cultural power. And when the internet came along, built on English, well, that just sealed the deal. So these 5 areas, money, entertainment, tech, science, and politics, they're like the 5 pillars holding up English's global status. It's so much more than just a language. It's basically become the default operating system for how the modern world works. From Wall Street to Silicon Valley, English is the code that runs the whole show. Okay, but what does all that big picture stuff look like on the ground in a real high-stakes moment? Let's zoom right into a place where every single second is critical, an emergency room. Because here, English isn't just about communication. It's literally a lifeline. Can you just imagine the controlled chaos of that scene? There is zero time for misunderstanding. Every single word has to be crystal clear. Phrases like these are designed for pure speed and accuracy. When someone says BP is falling, that is a universal signal for danger. And BP itself is a perfect example. It's short for blood pressure. In a crisis, you don't have time for extra syllables. You need pure, life-saving information, and you need it now. It's become a universal code for medical teams all over the world. And think about a word like clear. It's so powerful. It's a command, it's a warning, it's a coordination tool, all in one. In the middle of all that stress, that one word makes sure the team can do its job safely. That's the power of having a shared, understood language. Then, after the immediate danger passes, the language shifts a little. Here you have a very direct medical term, stabilize, right next to a common idiom, not out of the woods yet. This combo is brilliant, isn't it? It communicates the medical fact and the human reality. Things are better, but we still have to be careful. And finally, ICU, another piece of global shorthand. No matter what hospital you're in, anywhere in the world, ICU means the patient needs the highest level of care. It just shows how English works as a universal framework for modern medicine. All right, let's switch gears. We're going from the intensity of the ER to the quiet rhythm of our daily lives. Because English isn't just for emergencies, right? It's also for living. It's the simple, everyday language we use to share our routines. I mean, look at these sentences. They're the backbone of our day-to-day existence. They might not be as dramatic as clear, but they're just as vital. This is how we connect with each other, how we share our lives, one simple conversation at a time. So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's the absolutely incredible range of English. The very same language can be a high-precision tool in a life-or-death crisis, and it can be the simple, cozy way you talk about your day. It just adapts to whatever we need it for. So we've looked at the history, we've seen how it works in practice, but now let's get to the most important part of this whole story. What does all of this mean for you? First off, if you're learning English, you are not alone. Not by a long shot. You're part of a massive global community, 1.5 billion people, all on a similar journey. You're not just learning vocabulary, you're plugging into a worldwide conversation. And just look at this chart. This really says it all. Learning English doesn't just add a new skill to your list. It multiplies your opportunities. It's like being handed a master key that can unlock doors you never even knew existed. And we're talking about real life-changing stuff here. Better jobs, being able to travel anywhere with confidence, having access to this enormous world of knowledge online. You can start a global business or just watch your favorite movies without waiting for subtitles. These are the real-world superpowers you get. Okay, so for our final section, let's look ahead. What's next? In a world with amazing AI translation and other huge languages on the rise, is English going to stay on top? Let's explore the future. This slide really frames the debate perfectly. On one hand, you have powerful challengers like AI translators and languages like Mandarin and Spanish. But on the other hand, English has this incredible head start. It's already woven into the fabric of global business, science, and the internet. It's the world's default setting. And the truth is, the roots of English are now so deep in our global systems that it's not just holding on, it's actually getting stronger. The more connected our world gets, the more we seem to need that one common language to bridge all the gaps. And for now, that's English. So when you boil it all down, what are we really talking about? Learning English isn't just about memorizing grammar rules. It's about giving yourself a powerful tool, a tool that gives you the power to connect, to create, and the freedom to build the kind of future you want. So I'll leave you with this thought. English really is a key to the world. It can open doors to new careers, new friendships, and entirely new ways of seeing things. The only question left is, which door are you going to unlock first?